We are back. Coffee and Kidgy time. My name is Sage. What is your name? You say hello? No? No, say hello? Say my name is Pixie. Oh, good girl. Okay, we'll let you down. Sorry, I just stole her away from her mouse in time, and she wants to go back outside, so we're gonna let her do that. But I needed her for the intro, so there you go. Coffee time with Sage, a little bit of Kidgy scream time. Let's get into it. Hello, we are back and better than ever. Sorry, I'm like not even looking at the camera. I'm over here trying to put my mic on because camera tings. But you know, my old intro was hola muchachos, but there's been a lot of change since then. If you go back and watch any of my old videos, you will see or hear more like, I can't even talk. That hasn't changed. But yeah, I don't sound as southern as I used to. And I honestly think that Ireland was the cause. But anyways, here we are, and we about to make some coffee, and we about to get lit with that. But first, another intro, part 2, ASMR with Sage. That is what today is going to be about. Just kidding, but I've heard the sound is pretty popular from at Hannah Sharon. Shout out to her. She quite liked the sound, so we're going to see if you guys like it, and we might use it as some clickbait. I don't know. Here we go. Enjoy the relaxing sounds of this delightful coffee grinder, and then we'll get started. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Yes. This is very good for building your arm strength. Getting our espresso on. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, time for some real time. Real time. We're gonna keep filming because that's just how we gonna roll. We'll edit some things out later. So, coffee time with Sage. I'm sitting down. That is because I'm too tall for the camera. And I probably could have lifted it up, but who cares? Let's get going. We're going to be making a iced coffee today. I'm going to be showing you how I make my coffees at home. Since I have basically, who goes there? They are trying to interrupt my videos. And anyways, so basically iced coffee, that's what we're making. But espresso based. It is actually going to be an iced latte. Scratch that. Not iced coffee, iced latte. We're making it with this beautiful Bialetti Bricka mocha pot. It is not your typical mocha pot, hence the Bricka. The valves in here are a little different than your typical mocha pot, and in my opinion, it makes a very lovely smooth espresso. The crema is just chef's kiss. If you don't know what crema is, you're gonna find that out very soon. So yeah, let's get started. We're just gonna kind of show you guys what I'm gonna be using today. We're gonna be using one of the local North Carolina favorites, Counterculture Coffee. You will find this in a lot of local coffee shops around North Carolina, and honestly, Counterculture is what piqued my interest in coffee. Shout out to Sola Coffee Shop in Raleigh, North Carolina. They've used Counterculture since, ever since I had been going there in high school. And yeah, it's just quite delicious in my opinion. The roastery is in Durham, so yeah. But I work at Camino Coffee Shop in Winston-Salem. Shout out. But I work at the one at Wake Forest University. Again, can't talk. But yeah, go Deeks. And I be out there making y'all's coffee, just so you know. But yeah, so that's coffee we're gonna be using today. Check out Camino Bakery Coffee Shop if you're in Winston-Salem. But we're gonna be making their famous lavender miel iced latte, but my at-home version. Because I don't have like a fancy espresso machine with a milk steamer. Hint, this is why we're making it iced, because I ain't got that, you know, nice little milk frotha steamer thing going on. You know, them things be expensive. So anyways, today we've got this organic lavender rich syrup that has, the reason why it has this purple color, purple blue color, is because it is infused with butterfly PT flowers, or the petals per se. So that's what gives it its color. And then we've got some local honey that we will also be using. So basically all that a lavender miel is, it is an iced latte with lavender syrup, honey, and a little bit of cinnamon. But my secret ingredient, I think there's a UPS truck here or something. Anyways, don't mind that. Anyways, my secret ingredient, the Krusty Krab formula, is a little bit of ground cardamom. This stuff is magical. So don't tell anybody. If you watch this video, keep it between you and me. Krusty Krab's secret formula is ground cardamom. So let's get into it. I'm gonna grind a little some coffee, and then we're gonna get started. All right? Okay. We are back and we are ready to rumble. Okay. So we got our water boiled, and we got our beans ground up. So a pro tip. There's gonna be a lot of pro tips in this video, just so you know. Always boil your water first before you put it in a mocha pot, because it's just gonna allow your process to happen a little bit faster, especially if you're like trying to get going in the morning and get that caffeine inside of you. Highly recommend purchasing an electric kettle. It is an essential just thing that you need if you like coffee or tea. Didn't know these even existed till I lived in Ireland. So yeah, I love it. So let's pour it in here. We're gonna pour it about only like a third of the way, because espresso is, you know, it's a much like richer version of coffee. You know, it's not, it's definitely a lot more, there's a different word that I'm like thinking of, and that's not the word rich, but it's, you know, more whatever, you know, it's not drip coffee, let's just put it that way. More concentrated, that is the word that I needed. Anyways, so yeah, I will be taking the top of the grinder off now, and we got some very fine grinds. That is something that you need when making espresso. You need a grinder that is going to make very fine grounds, because it's just going to allow for the whole pressure process to work its magic and get that get that really golden crema on the top that we were talking about earlier. So we're gonna pour this here at the top, this little valve thing. We're gonna pour it in here. All right, let's do that. Oh, it's like all stuck at the bottom. Oh shoot. Okay. Was not expecting that, but that's okay. We're gonna just like shake it out a little bit, even it out, pop it back in. We have this little thing here called a tamper. Basically, again, this just helps along with the pressure process of, you know, when the coffee is going to be boiling and pushing the water up through the grounds. We just got to make everything nice and tight, all right, to make that nice concentrated espresso, get all those flavors coming out and all that. So yeah, you gotta just kind of press it around, make it all nice and them grounds nice and white. That's all that's for. Pretty simple, pretty cheap to buy on Amazon. Again, I'm pretty sure I bought all this stuff on Amazon. So yeah, oh dear, hold on. No, we're good. I thought we were gonna have an interruption. Also, when you're screwing this thing on, you don't want it, you just want it like just tight enough, like you're good there, because if you do it any tighter, you're not gonna be able to get this thing off when you know, try to take it off later. So yeah, this lovely Latte brick and mocha pot. This is what it looks like when it's all put together. So let's go put it on the stove top and get some espresso going. All right, so we've got a little zoomed in view of the Barreca going on. I'm hearing the little valves start to squeal a little bit, so this is why we have begun filming. The process is happening. And as you can see, the valve on this Barreca looks a little bit more different than your typical mocha pot. If you know what their valves normally look like, there's normally a bit more open space up here, whereas this one has very tiny holes on either side, as you can see, and this just helps to pressurize the coffee a little bit more, to just help just push out the essence of the coffee a little bit more. So you're going to see that nice crema start to spew out here in a minute. You can kind of hear it hissing, bubbling a little bit. But yeah, we're going to just attempt to do a time lapse. We'll see if it actually happens. But yeah, oh, here it comes, brewing, it's brewing, and I will show you guys in a minute what the nice goldeny crema looks like on the top, what it's supposed to look like, yada, yada, yada. Okay. It's still hissing a little bit, but I just want to show you guys what that crema is supposed to look like. It is this nice, lovely golden color. And it sure do taste good. All right, let's go make us a little iced latte. Okay, arky darky, we are almost complete. Almost finito here. So let's start adding a little bit of these flavors to the coffee. All right. I don't like coffee that's overly sweet. This is why I stopped going to Dunkin' Donuts years ago, because I never had cavities till I started going there my senior year of high school. That is when I got my first cavity. And since then, I've learned my lesson. So, only a little bit of sweetness, all right? You want to still be able to taste the coffee. What's the point of drinking coffee if you can't even taste the coffee? Kind of pointless in my opinion. Just go drink some syrup, something. Anyways, we're gonna pour about like just enough that it covers the bottom, like half of the bottom, yeah. Where it covers half of the bottom. Also, this saves, like, you know, it'll make this syrup last longer and all those good things. I'm gonna add a little bit of this low-cal honey. Same thing, only squeeze enough that's like covering half of the bottom. Yeah, I'd say that's good. All right, now we add the cinnamon. Literally as much as you like. I would say don't put so much that it like overpowers all the other flavors, because cinnamon be pretty powerful, but it's good. And then cardamom. Good cardamom. And it's definitely a specialty flavor, but I like quite a little bit. Again, don't add too much. But let's pour that yummy, yummy coffee. Here we go. And there's the pour. That's about as much as we want. Say that is even a little too much, but it is what it is. Now we're gonna give it a little bit of stir. Got this big boba metal straw because I couldn't find my other one, so. Also, here's my little vintage glass that I use to drink all my iced coffees in. So cute, right? Yeah, I love it. My granny gave it to me. She's the best. Dadgum, I forgot my milk. I literally grabbed everything else. Even the ice. Okay. Little close up for you guys. So I am lacking the toes, lactose intolerant, as they say. So we're gonna be using some organic, lactose-free whole milk. That is what we're gonna be using. It's, you know, it's the goodness of the milk, but without the stomach hurt. All right. So yeah, we still want it to be like, still want it to look like coffee, not straight milk. And yeah, I'd say that's basically it. We're gonna let it cool off, just cool down a little bit more before we add the ice. The ice is already melting a little bit, but it's okay. Just quick little pro tip. It's not really a pro tip. It's a little story that I heard the other day. So I went to Cranky's cafe for the first time today. It's quite delicious. Had the blueberry chai. Highly recommend. But apparently Camino's started in the basement of Cranky's. I learned this from the coffee director at Camino's. You know, and I was very impressed with the story. You know, just started off as a bakery before coffee came into the picture, I think. Yeah, but she was coming up with all of these recipes down in the basement, making stuff, selling it, till she moved on to her own space. And yeah, and now Camino's, it is what it is today. We have a location here in Winston in the hospital, the one at Wake Forest where I work, and then the Brookstown location, and the one down on 4th Street and downtown. Catch me in downtown hopefully this summer. But yeah, that's the little story. Now let's add some ice. Don't make a mess. Also, don't wear white if you're making coffee. Like, if you're an actual barista, that's not a good idea. Might have added a little bit too much ice, but what can you do? All right, here we go. Let's take a little sip-a-rooney. All right. Perfection. I made this for my best friend the other day, and she was like over here praising my coffee skills, and that made me feel quite the good. I was like, oh, girl, dang, I didn't know it was that good. But I appreciated the compliment. Anyways, yeah, let's do a little zoom in of the drink real quick. Look at that glorious coffee. I don't know if you can see, but there's like the little speckledy speckles of cinnamon and cardamom. It is so good. All right. Outro time. Hey, if you're watching this, I just want to say a really quick thank you. I really appreciate you guys supporting me in this. This is just for fun. I'm not like trying to make anything big happen here. I really enjoyed making my vlogs in Ireland, and I've honestly really missed it, but I have a lot more ideas for vlogs to come. Yeah, and I'm hoping to share my testimony here in one of the upcoming vlogs as well, so be looking out for that. There will definitely be a lot of travel vlogs coming this summer as well. But yeah, let's hope I can get hang of this editing thing again and hopefully do a much better job than I did the last time. Obviously I have a mic now too, so you guys can hear my lovely voice and all the weird things that I do way more close up. So yeah, there's that. But to close out, here's a quick outfit check. Got that Tiva hat, Levi overalls. We got them Tiva hiking boots. Can you see them? And yeah, and then also I'm a metalsmith as well. So hope on my Instagram, keep a lookout for when I'm starting to post more things about that. We've had it on the back burner because things cost money, you know, but I will link everything that I've used in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you come back to watch the other ones. My name is Sage. I love you. God loves you, and just keep, you know, living life to the fullest. Come here. Oh, no. Come here. I know. Is it recording? It is. Okay. So, all right. Getting our grind on. Oh my gosh.